But to me, it's about listening to our General Plan 2040. Our General Plan 2040 talks about intensification of development on corridors. It talks about transit-oriented. I am all for transit-oriented. I always talk about preserving our hillside. If I vote for this project, I am not saying what I usually say to people, which is for preservation of our hillside. And to me, that is part of our hillside. Sure, staff has kindly told us that we can build up to 14 if the zoning has been changed. Well, it is not. And if the person who was trying to sell this property, if he was like Mr. Lester in Santa Teresa area, he could have preserved it or given it to the county and he would have made sure that it's going to be preserved. But he had another choice. He could have rezoned it himself before he sells it. And he could have made a lot of money at that time by rezoning it and selling the property. But he sold it as is. And I'm sure that he was, or the family was thinking that they would be preserved and part of the legacy of the family would be preserved as 1 or 2 homes for one home for that whole area as it was. So there are so many reasons I believe that no matter what kind of mitigations we propose, we cannot mitigate removing valley oak trees, not 1, not 2, not 3, a lot of them. And also the same thing as blue oak. Again, this decision was not easy for me because throughout this whole week I was thinking about how can I help the developer through the process and listening to the residents and listening to the Girl Scouts. And you really want to come up with a solution that's going to help everyone. What if we reduce it as Bob had proposed, and I mentioned that a couple of times. What if we look at the ridge line? Maybe that's something we can look into the future. But the project as it is proposed, to me, it does not meet the spirit of General Plan 2040.